Hello and welcome to another Gags Tandon Show. I did invite Jack on because I thought he'd be a lucky charm for me and get us out of this losing rut. But Jack, even your lucky charm cannot get Liverpool out of this rut. They are 3 in a row after 7 in a row wins in all comps. They are 3 in a row in all comps, and that's the first time ever Slot has lost 3 times in a row for Liverpool since he joined us. Your initial thoughts? I can't help but laugh because let me be honest. Good evening, Storm in a Teacup. It's definitely not the morning, and I'm glad it's not the morning, so I have to spend the whole day thinking about that for the rest of the day. I am sorry for you, my friend. What can I say? I mean, give me your initial thoughts first.
I'm a surprise. No, I don't even surprised, mate. Frustrated. Obviously on the watch long that we done before, there was a lot of frustration from everyone, saying from me, it's really sloppy, especially when you've watched a lot of those players do really well last season as well, and obviously a lot of change in the spread. For me, as I said, I don't dwell too much on social media, but I'm disappointed, mate. But I'm not going to go overboard tonight. I'm frustrated with the performance. As I said, the season's very long, but we certainly do need to book up our ideas very quickly as well after the international break, because we don't want to be giving Arsenal, the City, any opportunity to very much leapfrog us in a couple of weeks. But really frustrating, mate, as we'll break down tonight on the post-match. But just silly individual headers across the pitch that are easily cut up out, really, and so, but just sloppy in the overall sense, really, and not good enough for me. How did you feel on that? But
so there's a few things in there that just make no sense. Like Chelsea are not a good team, and to lose to them, like at the moment they're not. They've got a good squad and stuff, and when they've got all their players and they're a good team. Right now they're not a good team. They don't have all the players fit. They had a makeshift defense. For us to go and match the makeshift defense, just bamboozle me, really. Where was Gomez? And so at the end of the day, it's shocking to lose to teams that aren't very good. Like, it wasn't so shocking against Palace in terms of they absolutely hammered us. Galatasaray and Chelsea did nothing of the sort. You can look at all the numbers, everything. We created enough to go and do stuff there today. Just needed to be a bit more, to keep our heads a little. I don't think we had our heads at all. So I think it's very, very disappointing to lose when the other team isn't at their best and aren't very good at the moment. Like I said, all due respect, Chelsea will be good when they've got all their players fit. But right now, that's a terrible side, and for us to play like that and just not be able to control a game, and then can I say for the first time in 15 months or whatever it is, 16, 17 months since we got Slot, that is a whole load of mistakes.
One of the worst ones.
Like,
substitutions for you, just.
I mean, I didn't mind the Dom going to right back. It made sense against Garnacho at the time because Bradley was having a rough time. But I didn't understand Grav. I know Konate would have been injured or something, but where was Gomez? Is Gomez not on the bench? Why can't Gomez come on? Why are we moving? Why are we not putting the centre back on? Why are we moving Grav? Take Grav off.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in the field.
Does it come down to trust Gags? Does he trust the players and certain individual players?
I mean, Mac stayed on the pitch for so long, Jack. Like, Mac is not in form. Grav could have played where Macca played, and Curtis Jones with him, and Gomez going to centre back. At least you have a solid defense, right? I even think the Robbo and Kirkus sub, Kirkus was having a okay game. He wasn't getting rinsed at all. And in the end, Robbo's cost us the goal. Well, not one of the reasons why we lost the goal.
Yeah.
It's like really weird stuff going on. Let's just read this out, mate. Chris Singh, 4.99, always supporting us. Confused on the ender, so bring on Joe, move down back into midfield. Also left Cody on with Keys on the bench, tired of Grav at centre back. I agree. I don't understand why Grav is moving back. And if Grav is awful, like Dr. Nath is saying, No, he wasn't. He was getting caught at the back. I don't know what you were watching. Like literally, as soon as he went into centre back, Garnacho was in behind him at the top, over the top. He didn't know what to do with the ball. He's not a
Yeah.
centre back. He's not going to be able to judge the positions. He's just not an actual centre back. Bring Gomez on. You know, it's just
Like for like,
really
like for
weird.
like in the position. Too
And
many square pegs
also,
in round holes at the minute.
Gomez will know how to play with Verge. Verge will know how to play with Gomez. At least if Robbo, Gomez, Verge, you got three of them that can play together, know how to play together, can move up and down, have a line.
Yeah.
It was all over the place in the end. Grav and Dom, Grav could have scored an own goal in one of those bits.
Nearly.
You know,
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is it was a whole load of mess that puts pressure on your own team. And I think the manager has really got to get out of favoritism now and really start to play. Like we thought this game was where Mo would play. And actually Mo had loads of shots. Mo did create two great chances. Like the goal was Mo's pass. The header for Isaac was a Mo pass. But his shooting was awful today. And you can tell it's affecting Mo as well, where he's not passing it to anyone. Like when he's in those positions, he needs those people on for an easy shot. And I just thought not playing Verts from the start. Gakpo had a decent first half, but he's so bad. He's so
that
bad
second
at
half.
everything.
How many times did he lose the ball and then we got transitions and got done in behind?
Exactly.
Like,
And he's got
three,
Robbo
4, 5
overlapping
times.
him or Kirker's overlapping him, Jack, and he's not passing it to them.
Yeah,
So
it's just all over the place at the minute, isn't it? It's not good enough, mate, because these players are good enough. And as you said, it's one shot to like it's got 2 weeks now at the international, but you'd like to hope and think and like
I always do this, and people get pissed off with me to do this, but I always said we just had to get last season's league title over the line because we don't know when we're going to win it next. And I kept telling people to enjoy it, man. Don't be pissy about losing a few games here and there. Just enjoy the title win. Fucking max it out. I took the piss all summer. Like I wore different Liverpool shirts every day. I took the piss out of every opposition fan. I'm going to eat this because it's fine.
Yeah.
I deserve to. I lived it up, and I absolutely was unbearable for 6 months. Right now, it's our downturn. I have to eat this, and I'm going to eat it well. I'm not going to be a pissy loser. No chance. Hey, if we're bad, we're bad. Call it. You can be upset about it, but call it and state it. And if fans say it, eat it. So what? You can get back at them when we're good again, because it will happen. We just got to get through this phase here, where they've got to get it right. Whatever Slot wants to do, he needs to get it right. Too many players. Isaac's not linked up with anyone yet. There's nothing going on with that. Hugo seems much better to play up top at the moment, and just seems like a driver. So much confidence. I feel so much more like why didn't he come on earlier? There was nothing happening with Isaac up top. So I think at the end of the day, we got to stay as close as possible until this team clicks. I'm sure it will click later in the season. It ain't bloody clicking now.
Yeah, it's a long way to go, mate. As I said, I know I'm probably different from a lot of supporters as well, but like I'm angry at the game. But at the end of the day, for me, it's so much to go as well. And I get obviously the rival fans. They support Liverpool. They watch Liverpool more than their natural teams at the minute. And the desperation. But as you say, guys, like it's the expectation of Liverpool Football Club. Today marked the 10-year anniversary of Brendan Rodgers departing the football club. We've come on absolute leaps and strides over the last 10 years as well. But what's that one?
That's crazy. That's a crazy take. You know what? When we lose, people are going to be mad, and I'm not going to call people out because at the end of the day, everyone's going to be angry. So it's okay. Get it out of your system, folks. Say all the crap you want. It's
Go back to watching Roy football anyway. We've come a long way. Roy Hodgson football. That was difficult. We certainly got beat a lot of times in those days as well. But for me, there's too many, as you said, mate. There's so much change, like in terms of structure, positional play. At the minute, a lot of players at the minute playing not in form. And when you've got too many players looking at each other, some of them, the body language today in some of the players, not really chasing, harrying, and blocking the space in certain situations, and just allow the goal as well. Though, guys, we're going to go straight into that. Just lazy. It's simple football, really. Just a beating of the press, really, and just you can't allow any Premier League player, for that matter, even a defensive midfielder, and Saicedo's quality. He's got that in his locker. But he could have been there for another 20 minutes and he would have had a shot. He wasn't going to be getting closed down. And it's just the centre halves, they've got to be structured, but at least someone trying at least. Maka gets done, but the positional play and that's what I say, the structure of the Liverpool team was just an absolute mess. And at this elite level, I don't know if Chelsea aren't the best, but it's the Premier League. You get punished. We did against Crystal Palace as well. We had in Turkey, we won big sloppy moments in the penalty area. It wasn't a penalty for me, but it's the referees as well. But we're just not creating good enough opportunities, mate. 2 shots on target in 97 minutes of football, guys. That's not good enough. With the creativity, with the quality, it's not good enough. We need to be doing better.
Shooting wide and, Mo shooting over, Curtis shooting over. It's like, what are you guys doing? If you're not confident in the pass or the shot, pass it. Give someone else a go. I mean, it was terrible. It was really, like I said, there's no excuses. They scored a worldie. We've scored worldies before. They scored late on. Hey, guess what? Eat it, Reds, because we've scored. Plenty. We started the season winning every game late on, and guess what? We shouldn't have. We are lucky. We are 1 point behind Arsenal. We are very lucky. We should be 3 or 4, maybe 6 points behind if we drew some of those games. Yeah. So let me tell you, we should have won some of those games, but then we weren't good enough because the other teams got back in, and then we had to win last minute. Yeah, the best team wins. Just like today, the best team won in the end. And I mean, it's horrible calling them a better team. They aren't. But that's what happens when you're poor. And we were poor. We were really, really poor today. That is awful from Liverpool. That is absolutely awful. They have to change something. Like you said, we need some width. We need to get some crosses in. You sign a striker, you can't feed him. The only way you're feeding him is Mo cutting in with the outside of his
boots,
outside of his inside of his left or whatever he's doing outside of his right. Like, what is going on? That's the only way you're going to create for him. That's that's the 2 things he had to do was from that one cross. No one from the left's going to ping anything in for him. No one from the right. What is the point of spending 125 million on a player if you're not going to feed him? He was feeding on scraps. Then your best playmaker, who's supposed to replace Trent's playmaking, is on the bench instead of Gakpo plays. And yeah, Gakpo scored. I don't care what anyone says, he scored a tap in. Anyone could have scored that. I could have scored that, mate. Like, don't give him the credit for that. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, he was awful. Awful. Ebu was awful. And if Ebu's done his hamstring, I mean, that's bad news for us, but maybe it's a good thing for him because he was awful as well. Again, Maka, awful. Bradley, what is Bradley playing at this season? What is Bradley playing at? Manu,
it's poor.
Manu, let me just say, no one can rationalize this. I tried to say it yesterday, and we can't keep using the Jota stuff, right? But we can use it in a different way. We are missing Diaz and Jota's press in the 9 position. That's what we're missing. We're missing that first line of, like, there's no coincidence that as soon as we started pressing in the second half, when Gakpo and Isaac started pressing in the second half with Mo, Chelsea panicked because their defense was shit yesterday. And that's when we started getting a foothold in the game, when they pressed. When we don't press, when we look like we're strangers, which we are, unfortunately, this is what's going to happen. They need to sort the front line press out. They need to get together. We've got this international break and we've got another one coming up. They're just a pain in the rear end. We need to spend 2 or 3 months together as a team. But Cody Gakpo is not the answer. I've lost count of the amount of times he chested it out of play or chested it back to them. He can't even bring a ball down, this guy.
Takes all momentum of it, though. Like, Like so much momentum, no Gags. It's and as you said, you want to get transition that ball higher up the pitch, but when you like little sloppy passes like that, it's just really difficult, isn't it?
Dom is going to end up being our right back for the rest of the season, I'm telling you. And then we're going to be without a midfielder in midfield to rotate with. It's,
Why is Frimpong not getting a game, Gags?
Because he's not good enough at right back.
It's just not good enough. Yeah, that's mad though.
He's shown it
like
already.
We spent all that money.
He's a winger. More than anything, he's a winger. We can blame Salah. We just said Salah's also been awful. But Salah's not it's not exactly the same team that's playing with Salah since last year, is it? Either. He's been well, but Mo created 2 good chances today. His shooting's completely off. But Mo's not been great either. The problem is, though, we're not playing in Mo's favour. We're not getting him involved in the game at all.
Yeah.
So how much can you blame Mo? Also, Mo doesn't track back. So the right back channel is always going to be
open, massively
open, vulnerable all the time. So it's an easy attack point for us. So whoever plays right back there is on a, they're just going to get hammered.
But that's quite concerning, no Gags and chat. Like for the majority of this season as well, get to January. I said in the watch along, I know everyone, a 6, like, it says a lot, and I know everyone, especially rival fans, getting on the back of Viet when he comes on. But it was similar the last 2 weeks as well on the bounce. We've got one of the best attack fielders in European football at his age, Viet. He's coming to the base of the midfield before the halfway line to collect the ball. And that goes to your point exactly there, Gags, before, is he's no good there. He should be at the top end of the pitch. Like, and Chatterloo's on the watch along as well. And that's as well, transitioning from the back into the midfield and then into the attacking areas. There's no planning really in terms of just like real clear understanding of transitioning that ball any philosophy way. It's all an absolute mess at the minute, mate. This is where Arne Slot is going to be making his money over the next 2 weeks. Like the lads that aren't going on to the international break, he needs to sit down and really come up with a plan. And I know it might be a bit over the top, but an actual plan, because at the minute, even the season, it's just been a bit far too much off the cuff, really. Like just playing in spells. If you want to be winning league titles, you can't be playing in spells. You need to be consistent. And for me, it's frustrating.
I think the desire point's a good one from Chris. Liverpool just don't have the desire and legs over the squad. Simple doesn't mean as much to them as it does every team facing them. There's no forward runs because they haven't clicked yet. I know they haven't clicked yet, and I think the desire part. Chelsea won 43 out of 76 duels today. Liverpool won 33 only, or something like that. So you look at it, we're outfought in everything. It's weird. I agree. Why did we? I think maybe we bought Frimpong because we wanted Wirtz, and it was kind of a thing where backup right back would be good. But then when we got him in, holy shit, nope. The fact that Dom has to play there is going to hurt us because we need him in midfield as well, and that's the problem. Like, as soon as Dom's out of midfield, we're weaker. So Shane McGee here, $9.99. Wow, thank you so much. That's very kind. Our main problem is right wing and left wing poor pressing and offer absolutely nothing going forward. Mo offers no threat 1v1, and Cody just terrible choices. Whole team pressing is off. I think the whole pressing is off from the front line, absolutely. And then if it's Wirtz in there behind, he's not sure about the triggers just yet. So, I think there's a tweet from Mark R Stats as well out there, which says Liverpool have regressed from the most effective pressing team in the Premier League into mediocrity. Chelsea are breaking the high press with ease tonight. So that's what we just talked about. Exactly this point as well. So we've got some facts around it too. Poor passing, you meant. Well, I think pressing was better, to be honest, Shane. Pressing was better. This is funny. No, Dean. Maybe Dean Piggott out now.
Definitely an Everton.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll share it for the banter. Absolutely, we don't mind. It's all good.
Yeah, nice.
No, it makes us weaker over a season, though, Jason. It does from a midfield point of view, because he does press well behind the forwards, and he's that second line. And because he has the energy, he's fantastic. Playing him at right back, yes, does strengthen us defensively, because Garnacho did nothing really once he was there. Maybe he got in behind, or Dom got caught when Enzo hit the post. That was the only bit where you could see he's not a right back. But to be honest, Bradley probably would have made that mistake. But what I mean is that the energy, you lose it, and Wirtz isn't ready for that just yet. Maybe in 6 months Wirtz will be ready, but yeah, it's a conundrum, shall we say? Like you want to strengthen there, but you lose something somewhere else. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, which kind of never can get completed, which is you lose a piece if you move it somewhere else. It's a weird one.
Few Gags and chat quickly, just a quick one. What position would you fill if you could bring one position in January? Is it a centre half, a 6, another forward, a wide forward, or do you think we need to do more than just
one? It's got to be more than one.
Yeah, it's got to be more.
I honestly think they need a centre back, they need a left winger, they need a solid right back, and I think they need another midfielder as well. I actually think they need 4, because if they want Dom to do multi jobs, then they need someone to fill his place as a solid midfielder. Like, we need some steel in midfield. We need a Baleba type thing in there. You know, we need a deep. We need. You know what was good about Grav going into defense, and he only did it once or twice. The way he could dribble out of defense past the strikers, like first line broken. I mean, if you can find a centre back that can do something like that, or pass vertically through the lines, right?
Okay, he can do that as well.
But we just need somebody in there that is comfortable of passing, because Ibu can't do it, Gomez can't do it. So it's a bit of a problem there. But I honestly feel like if he doesn't sign a right back and Dom goes there, then he needs a central midfielder. If he gets the right back, then he doesn't need a central midfielder, I guess. But if Dom has to rotate with someone and the new right back, but then also you definitely need a tricky left winger, a pacey one. You know, this is why getting Rodrigo in might have been really good.
I love Diaz though, mate. Like, guy, he offered so much almost. He
didn't play left wing often though. He played striker for us last year.
Yeah, well, that's
the thing. We've improved the striker position for sure, but they're just not plugged in yet.
Yeah, it's like, as you said, like Salah coming in on the inside, Gakpo wants to come on the inside. The one thing that I'm not liking at the minute as well is Kerkez. We see him in a Bournemouth. I know it's very different as well. We're not utilising his best qualities as well. Marauding, the inverted underlaps, the overlaps. But that just goes to show that the lack of confidence at the back as well, mate. I think he's petrified to actually go forward. Because if he bombs on forward, Kerkez, that's one of his biggest skill sets, is energy and his ability to actually not just whipping across. Was it coming into this season? We listened to all the Bournemouth fans and all the analysis as well on the type of player we're bringing in. We're bringing in a top player, but at the minute it's just transitioning that ball. And Mamashvili as well, obviously with the ball at his feet. A couple of very crucial saves tonight. First game back in, that's concerning with Alan's injuries as well. But I think a couple of very good saves. But even, as we said, at the back, him coming in, kids in a system at the back, obviously, Isaac, there's too many square pegs in round holes at the minute. It's just not quite clicking. But I don't know, because I want to see Kerkez bombing down that left-hand side, creating those. And that's where your whiff comes from, your wing-back areas, isn't it? Obviously, prime bow as well. It's at the minute, just there's a pause in Liverpool's game when we cross the halfway line. It's the lads in certain positions as well, but it's difficult. But it's Anna needs to. And I feel in chat that midfield. I think I certainly called for it last week. The midfield three that wins the league. I thought, sounds back to 6. But said with Bradley down the right and there's just too many players out of form at the minute. But
I mean,
frustrating.
I honestly think you put someone on the left that's willing to pass the ball to Kirkes, and Kirkes is going to do some damage. Gakpo just isn't smart as a footballer, cannot link with Kirkes, and just doesn't want to pass to him. You saw it with Robbo as well. He was getting all the runs wrong with Robbo too. Gave the ball away every time when Robbo's ran past him, and therefore left a gap behind us that someone's gone and filled because they know that Robbo's gone. And like that's the easy tactic for us. As soon as one of our fullbacks has gone forward and our forward then messes the pass to that fullback, what does the opposition do? They attack that channel immediately. It's an easy way of doing it. We're all caught out of position. And if some of our midfielders have got caught moving forward as well at that point because they think we're going to make the right pass, done. We're going to get countered. It is, and that it's a shit show, really. It's a shit show at the moment. I don't know what he's going to do to sort it out, but he needs to do something. It's all over the place right now.
I'm trying to think. Hungary play with Dom down the channel as well, and obviously Kirkes, that's an option. I think in the summer, people, especially, I think I've done a show on Anfield Index as well when we signed Vieira spoke on the positional player. I know a lot of Liverpool fans have done, like, obviously consistent and all that, but for me, going into the United game, I'd personally Dom on the left wing, suppose like in the middle. But it's that right back, it's that right hand side of Liverpool's defence. It's what do we do, as he said. No trusting for long. Bradley's going through difficult form at the minute. Gomez just isn't getting a game. Do you play Gomez down that right hand side? Play a centre half, try and shut it up, try and create some defensive solidity. Just because teams are just having free Liverpool's channels. Doesn't matter on the left, through the right, through the middle as well. But yeah, it's difficult, mates. We don't have to go through it. Like, it's a difficult, very difficult period. It's the first real spell though, Gags and chat, that Arne Slot, he's had it all his own way since he's come into Liverpool. It's gone really well for him. But this period now, this is where, as I said, it makes us money, but this is where managers make the money in terms of we brought them in to create and tactically change it and shift it round. It's a pivotal period the next couple of months. It is, because it can very quickly get ahead of us too quickly for me.
Yeah, and to be honest, we won a lot of games towards the end of the season, but we weren't very good in the second half of the season either, if we're honest. Where we
stumbled over the lines. That Salah as well.
Everybody stumbled over the line. There hasn't been a problem for that long, really, and because we were winning the league, we just didn't see it, and we see it now. But it's actually, he admitted something like that, didn't he, over on the post-match press conference, where he said, we found it hard since Jan to break teams down, to be honest, and it's been difficult. So maybe this is Slot's biggest challenge now. The fact that he's won a league title means he gets time, and we don't just go and do stupid things. But at the end of the day, this was interesting from Anfield FC. The team wasn't broken, Slot broke it. That is the sort of thing Ten Hag would do. So what does that say about Slot, who got lucky with Klopp's side, which he's messed up now? He got lucky with the Klopp side that wouldn't win a league title.
Yeah, he won the league with that title, with that team.
Yeah, but Slot won a league with that team. So whatever you say about the Klopp team, he did better with it. So the thought process is a bit crazy there. But yeah, he has broken it up, which is a correct point. But that team was definitely on its way out. We all admitted it at the end of last season that things are going to change this season. Next season, we've got to get more players in, new players in. And let's be honest, we've bought some ballers. Like, there are some brilliant players in this squad.
Fantastic footballers.
Yeah, it's his job to fit them in and find the right. And the problem is, I think he is playing to Salah's strengths, or he wants to play to that, or he wants to play to someone else's strengths. He wants to play to this strength. He's got to change all that, and he's got to make this a team again. and they've all got to play together in a system and win it for each other. It's not about one player. It can't be. It has to be about everyone.
Correct.
And I watched the Kenny Dalglish bit on. Sorry, not bit. The whole podcast on the Neville. What is it?
What's it called?
Whatever
Yeah, I
it's
know what
called.
it is. We're categorizing the
Football.
lads on the
Yeah,
deal.
I don't know. Just football.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know what it is. Something like that. Whatever it's called. But I heard Kenny speaking on there that, you know, they kept on asking questions like, when did you know you were a special player? He's like, I didn't. We just played together as a team. And when we did that, and when we treated each other like that, we would always win because we were in it together. And the sum of all parts is always the thing that wins the best. And that's what happened last year. And they need to go back to that. But it's all very new. And Bradley did really well last year because Trent was out for ages.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's up with his head right now.
He's a good player, guys. I know he's a good player, mate. He's just, as I said, form very funny football as well. And it makes all of us watch thousands of hours of football. As you said, there with Kenny and the lads in the 70s, 80s, they went through difficult periods within seasons where we've won league titles as well. It's who manages over the course of a 38-game season always wins. Always, but there's leaders in the dressing room and there's winners in the dressing room. I think it's just not a shock to because we all expected there will be. I think we've always said when a difficult moment comes across, and he's sort of sure he's got all the attributes. He won the league last year, so he knows what he's doing. It's just a very difficult period, and of course, when we all go on social media, the fingers crossed there supporter as well. But we just got to focus on ourselves. It's just frustrating. I mean, the overlap. Sorry, Chad. Yeah, there we go. But I think, we're going through a very difficult period here. It's that the team just never in periods like this. We can be annoyed with them as well, but we get behind them even more as well. Like the travelling cop tonight, everyone watching or listening to the match. It's frustrating, and the players, the most themselves, and certainly Shot as well, will be absolutely fuming with the way they played. And as I said, I think there's enough quality, there's enough goals in this team. When you do click, don't get me wrong, we might concede a few goals a game. Might be a bit basketball at certain games, mate. But it's one of them.
Mohammed, thank you so much for the $4.99. Lost count how many times Chelsea cut through us with the pass across goal, back post. We were asking for it. We absolutely were. That was like the third time I think that it happened, and someone was going to get on the end of it at the end, and it was the young boy wonder as they call it. Yeah, and Cody Gakpo got an 8 on Footy, whatever it is, the app. Got an 8 out of 10. Does anybody agree with an 8 out of 10? Footy mob or foot mob or what? Yeah, foot mob. Foot mob.
Yeah.
Foot mob. 8 out of 10. 8.
How? I'm just going to face it. Yeah, he had shot on target gap on the whole game.
He had that one shot.
Sorry. Yeah, bro.
So Chiesa.
Not good enough. Yeah.
Should we have booked Chiesa on?
And Gamua, like both of them on the bench, mate. I said it on the watch along like 5-10 minutes ago. I was fully expecting the lads to come on anyway. But
we should stop talking about Ngamoa as an option, guys. He scored one goal, but whenever he comes on, unless it's the Carabao, it's boys against men. Palace, they just kicked him up in the air a few times. It was child abuse. I said this before. He's a lad. He's 17, and he wasn't even on the bench anyway. So, Jason said he wasn't on the bench.
So he can take. Oh, wasn't he? Wasn't even on the bench. So there you go. Get him off the stands. We need him anyway. So there we go. You want to say? Yeah.
Why aren't we trying to use him? You know, that's the interesting part. Like, what does he need to do? Because whenever he's come on, he's made a difference so far. Something's happened when he's on the pitch because he's a nuisance and he gets into good positions and he's got that fighter mentality. Let's be honest, that Italian mentality where they don't give up, man. Italians just don't. They got this mentality where they're just going to go through players and he's not going to be the best, but at the end of the day, we should be giving him a chance. And I think that's where I kept saying to Grizz that this manager's stubbornness is going to catch up to him. And let me tell you something. He's stubborn that he didn't want to bring Gomez on. He's stubborn that he's moving Dom back again and not trying to bring on Frimpong to try at least. Because one thing Frimpong would have done against Garnacho is match his pace or have some recovery pace against him. You know?
Yeah.
And also giving Mo an outlet on the right as an overlap or underlap. Because that's what he would have done. But, you know, it just like Messi said here, why bring Chiesa on when he's in form? Like
a lot of people had him starting off left-hand channel. A lot of people had him starting off the left-hand channel in their starting 11s, mate. As you said, is certain individual players as well, but as I said, it was a luxury buy, really. I think for Liverpool, I think it was an opportunity in the market, and I think a couple of occasions last season we've seen, and even this season, he's playing in form. He's the most informed player out of Gakpo at the minute over the last 2 weeks. Obviously, Gakpo, he was dropped for certain games. Ekatike mentioned, a lot of people have mentioned maybe play him off the left-hand channel, and then Isaac through the middle and then Sal off the right. But it's I feel sorry for Ekatike Woods. And just like when he's played this season, he's got goals. But then again, we've got two top quality strikers. But obviously, heavy rotation is needed in the season as well. But
he couldn't have started today, though. No, because he went off with cramp in the last game, and he were worried he couldn't have played today. So
if you're on the bench, you're fit enough. Oh, well.
No, but it's the right decision to bring him on. No, you're on the bench sometimes because you need 10 minutes, 15 minutes from that player, which is what happened today. You know. So I think Isaac was the right choice. Slot. First of all, the opposition we faced last season, we lost against Chelsea as well. Stamford Bridge is always difficult. We were very close to results, small margins. As I said, at Galatasaray, we had a 1-1. Then they get a penalty. We concede in extra time against Palace. And then today they score a goal that could go at either end. I don't know what he's on about with the last line. I just don't. I don't get it. Then today they score a goal. What are either end? What are you talking about, Arne? And then today they score a goal that could go at either end. What? I have no idea. I'm a bit lost with how the manager's dealing with this. What he's doing, he's not convincing me that he's learning from losses. You know? And Storm, me too. I'm absolutely sick of hearing about small margins. I don't want to win by a small margin, and I don't want to lose by a small margin.
I want to win the game comfortably.
I want to win games comfortably, and I don't want my heart rate to be flipping 97. You know, the whole game. I don't want it to be up there. To be fair, in the past, when I was bigger, it would have been 160 or something, 150. But I'm a bit healthier now, so it's come down. So I'm pretty happy. But I don't want it to be this. I don't want it to be high. You know, it just Oh, look, Konate felt his quad.
Another centre half out.
I mean, if he's gone for 2 months, Gomez will be gone in a couple of weeks. And then I'm telling you now, remember what happened with Fab and Hendo playing at centre back. They both got injured playing at centre back because it's a different position, and you got to sprint, and you get out of position, you got to sprint around a lot. Let me tell you something. We will probably, if Grav has to play at centre back, we'll end up losing him as well. We got Man United next, by the way, bud. At home.
At home. And they're going to park the bus, aren't they? So they celebrated the Champions League last season, and that was a bad game in itself. I was one of the most frustrating games, but that's concerning, mate. When you wrap up injuries and part and parcel, But it's obviously just chat. If you haven't listened to the Under Pressure pod, what are you doing? If you're new to Anfield Index, those podcasts really understanding the technical aspects as well, and player recovery as well. So the lads take you through that, and excellent insight. But yeah, it's overloading certain players and positions as well, mate. But this stems from not signing Gakey, like a centre half. Like just go, just go and pay the extra 5 million. Like just pay over 5 million just to get him in. Like,
have you seen after winning all those games last minute how it's gone proper pear shape since Leone got injured as well? Like it's gone proper downhill since that injury, because that was like our player that could be the Konate Gomez kind of guy who would come in and play. We lost him. We've lost him for over a year now.
Quansa gone in the summer as well. I know he wasn't a replacement
anyway.
Well, he was one thing you could guarantee with Quansa, he was available at least, and availability is so crucial in the modern game as well. Like the so many games, and it's such a massive asset for me. Like, and that's where you look at Salah. He's got like 3 fullbacks, 3 different right backs behind him. He can't really build any form of consistency in terms of understanding where he's got running and defensive transitions and attacking transitions as well. It's just so it's disappointing, but yeah, we better win that United game. I think Ashar is said Reece Williams and that fella's part 2. But,
yeah, no, that Phillips now. We're gonna have to use centre back from the. We're gonna have to use centre back from the.
Nala.
Yeah, and he's not ready to play. He's awful. Well, I wouldn't say that. He's probably good for where he's at his age, but he's not good for Premier League football. So we made some mistakes. We went and spent a lot of money in the window, but we didn't. We left some gaps, and I said it at the time. We're too short at the window. We should have got a winger in, left winger, and we should have got a centre back in. That would have made this squad really, really strong, and we would have been able to deal with these things now. In fact, we probably wouldn't be losing if Gahey was playing for us right now. We probably would be winning games comfortably if we had a tricky left winger playing right now. And to be honest, Van Dijk saying again, told you repeatedly that this season will be tough, not only because of what happens on the pitch, but because of what has happened off of it. He's talking about Jota. He's talking about Jota. He's absolutely 100% talking about Jota. The squad is reeling, and at the end of the day, when a player like him comes out and says that, I'm just going to accept it. He's not going to make an excuse of it. It's real. That's a real thing. You know, they probably don't have that edge. It's going to take a while. Maybe we you know what the best thing we could hope for, lads, as a team, is to just stay as close to the top as possible up to Feb time, because that's when I reckon they'll start to real click into gear again. You know, that second half of the season where they'll just go on a run, because it's going to be tough going until then. And we got a tough 5 games to come. 5 games to come after this now, compared to Arsenal's. And they look like they're ready to go and win this thing. You know, even if Saka got injured, they'd be fine. They'd be able to handle it right now. So I think they're looking solid. Arsenal, very much the favourites, and deservedly so. Spent a lot of money and you know, play ruthless tactics, and aren't trying to win games by being entertainers. They're trying to win games because they want to win a league. And that works sometimes. And there's no one else near it at the moment. So we're 1 point behind, but we're lucky to be 1 point behind. Let me tell you, we've got to be honest. We are very lucky to be 1 point behind with how we've played this season.
And,
so yeah,
and to that, what was I saying?
Go on. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, and that's with the captain saying that as well, or just general says. What we do really well as a club is get behind the players, and I know a lot gets lost on social media as well, like especially rival fans, but mainly a sense as well, like in difficult moments as a club and as the players as well, just getting them. in the difficult moments as well. As I said, I don't want to go too overboard today. And in terms of the analysis throughout the season on the post-match watch as well. Yeah, it's a difficult, very difficult moment that the lads have gone through, and we're thinking of Diogo every single week and forever our number 20 as well. But yeah, they're only human, these players as well, and yeah, but we get together and be one, and unity is our strength as a football club as well, in every element and every facet, really.
Yeah, we should have just paid the money for Gray, and we're being pretty smart. We're trying to be smart by trying to get him as cheap as possible. There's a time to be smart, Liverpool Football Club, and there's a time to be ruthless and get the players in so that you can actually. And you went and did ruthlessness on, yeah, you spent 125 mil there, you spent 100 million on Verts, fine, but the bit that needed it the most was the defense, man. Always needs it the most, always. And you've just let it go, and now we're gonna pay for it as fans, and that's where you let us down like that. And then also left wing, you bought nobody after just having Gakpo there, and you went Rio. I've been saying from the start, Rio shouldn't be playing more than 500 minutes this season. It's not ready for it. And also, have you not seen the numbers of any youngster, 17-year-old that plays 1,000 to 2,000 minutes in their first 4 or 5, like a year for the first 3-4 years? They don't make it past 22, 23, 24. They dip massively. You want to elongate the career, not shorten it, guys. Like, learn from others' mistakes, learn from history. History is the best way of learning, right? From mistakes. So there is no chance that was a good idea. So that's a big mistake. 2 big mistakes in the window. They need to drag themselves over this next 3 months. Let's say it's 2 months, really. We got 2 weeks window now. We got 2 weeks international break now. 2 weeks international break in November. That's how lucky we are. We got 8 weeks of 9 weeks of football to play. We need to etch out wins somehow. We need to get through some of these injuries somehow. And at the end of the day, we need to get to Jan, and we need to make the squad right. So you can spend all the money and it can be great this summer and all the attacking talent you want. The strength around it needs to be there. Please go and get a centre back, a right back, a left winger. Just go get them in. Do what you need to do and get them in Jan, because this squad needs it. Otherwise, it's not winning anything. And really, that would be sad for Mo and VVD in their last few years. We want to make sure they win everything that they can. They've been amazing servants, and this is their last few years at the club. And when they're gone, we're going to dip further. We are going to dip even further. So this is now what we've got to. We got to make the most of the times we have with these players.
Yeah.
So
those two guys, people need to step up in this team, like take that mantle off Van Dijk or Salah if they are departing in the next couple of seasons. Well,
if we trust what Van Dijk's saying, though, Jack, and they're reeling from the loss still. I said this I don't know if you guys watched it yesterday on the show with Grizz, but grief takes away a percentage of your performance. It's just stuck there. It's something that's just going to be stuck with you. So it takes time. It takes time to get over it. And if you guys probably think, oh no, they'll be over it by now. But why would they? Every time they go into a training pitch, they'll probably remember him. Every time they go, if there's any pre-match routines they used to do, and he'd do something funny, or if he'd do something in the squad that would go around players, because it seems like he was a caring guy, a very caring guy. They're going to miss that. They're going to miss all those things. That presence of someone's not there on a day-to-day basis. When you sell them, it's different. When they're gone forever, it's hard. So it's gonna take time. Honestly, I don't expect a big turnaround. I will be very surprised if this team turns it around fast. I'm telling you that now, Jack. I actually think we're in for a rough month ahead. Personally, and I'm just mentally preparing myself for it, and I'm going to be as calm as I can on these shows to help all the other fans not lose it themselves either, because I think we need to get a bit of a reality check, and the reality check is that it's going to take some time to get through a tough period for these players when they're low. When you lose as well, and you've gone through a week like this, they're going to feel down in the dumps. So that stuff's going to come back. The grief stuff's going to come back. It's just going to keep coming back at them because they're going to be like, oh, feel sorry for themselves. Natural, it happens. Just one of those things. It's going to be a rough couple of months for the guys, and the only thing we can do is have patience with them and allow them to have it. But I know there's a whole load of football fans that can't handle losses and anger as well as others, and will go to Twitter and start giving people death threats and saying shit about them. Don't do stupid things, folks. Like, if you can listen to one thing, stay away from your flipping phone when Liverpool lose. Like, there's no need to get on there and do dumb stuff. Go outside and play football on the grass. I won't say touch grass. I don't like that thing. I don't even know what it means.
Going out. But yeah,
what? But yeah, just go and do something else. Don't be swearing at players and shit like that. That's just stupid. It's just childish stuff. But I guess it is children that's doing it. But I bet you there's a 40-year-old doing it somewhere. That's just like, don't do it, lads. It's fine. We just have to deal with this in a different way. Hug a tree. I love that one. That's what they should do. Hug a tree or something. Absolutely. Go hug a tree. Like, if you watch Bollywood, they run round trees there. So we should maybe go and hug one. Yeah, we do miss Matip. We do. Absolutely. But
he's a free transfer.
No, he's retired now.
Come back out with
season. You know who's free? Dawson. Get Dawson in.
Oh.
Imagine if they did that. Imagine if they got Craig Dawson. Oh my god.
You never know. Yeah, you never know, mate.
We're going to end up being the team that's low block.
Oh, might actually start scoring some headers, maybe with a bit of height anyway. It's just.
It'd be so funny if he came in and it turned it around because we actually got a defender that would just defend and do nothing else.
He's like, I'm alongside Van Dijk.
Honestly, I don't know what they're going to do.
Van Dijk can make me or you or anyone better.
They're going to have to do something though, because they won't be able to get through with just Gomez and Verge if Konate's out. That would be rough. We're not Chelsea where they've got 20 players in reserve. I don't know how they've got all these players in reserve.
Still need signings though, don't they?
Yeah.
It's the magic money pit of money for Chelsea. But
I wonder if Grizz is still saying don't scared. I bet he's scared right now, Grizz.
So it's
oh well, we've got two
rubbish games.
I'm actually considering just having a break from podcasting for 2 weeks. Grizz won't like it. He wants to do a show. I might say, Eddie, sit in for 2 weeks. I could
do a pod every night. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, you know, when we were missing Liverpool playing last time. I'm not going to be missing this.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're getting a break from watching Liverpool right now, mate. Believe me, those players need to go to. I don't want them to go to international break. I want them to just play with slot. I just want them to get on the training pitch, but that's not going to happen. They're all going to go away, and I hope they all come back fit. That's the only problem. It might be good for Isaac.
And Hugo's going to be getting a game. I think Hugo, shout out to him. I think he got called up to the friend side as well, so that's good for him. Deserves it. So it's good for him. Big moments.
We're playing with 10 men when Salah's playing. He'll be struggling with the shots of taking out the stuff like how can he play with 90 men? Yeah. You know what? It's a good point. If people are suffering with the grief and there's a percentage drop, maybe you got to take them out and use them as subs for a bit. I don't know. LFC Baba has gone the other way around and went from total negative to Guehi coming in January, but by the what? Isaac fit, where it's rolling, kickers get the system, and we go on a 10-match unbeaten run and win the league. Well, you know what? NFC Baba, if you are, is he from India? Not sure, but tere muh mein ghee shakkar is what they say in Hindi or in Punjabi, if you want to say that. Tere muh vich ghee shakkar. It means, it basically says whatever is in your mouth should come true. You know, like it's a sweet mouth. That's very sweet. So hopefully that comes true. So yeah, hope we do win the league. But I think that made people laugh. But hey, if you are from India, then fair enough. You probably understood. Or if you're Asian, you probably wouldn't understood what I meant. But Jack over here is like, what the fuck is Gags doing now? But anyway, this what happens when you lose.
It's we're here for everyone. Others, Reds, we're all here for each other, and especially on Anfield Index as well. We've lost 3 games, and it's rare. Me and Gags actually on a post match where I know obviously we had defeats last season, but we won the league. But anyway, it's a new learning curve for this. So more than just a huge learning curve, a big one, and it's learning. It's going to be I tell you, we can win the league title this season, especially after the start we've had this season. But plenty more games always. So it's a couple of No, I'll just get it with that one. Still, a manager when he comes in, he's still got to find a way of winning. It's not just look at managers. Like, you've still got to coach a team. It doesn't matter even if you do inherit the side. You've still got to get the best out of the players. And it's not just as easy as we said at the top of the show.
This guy is obviously very, very depressed right
Man
now.
United.
Yeah, he's depressed. Oh, look, definitely depressed. Sorry that you're so depressed, mate. But you might as well get in a timeout for that. Sorry, bud. Yeah, I didn't say the hugging trees. Someone else did. I just made the reference that in trees in Bollywood, and speaking Hindi on the show in Punjabi, we lost it. Completely lost it now. I think we should call it we should call time on the pod, Jack, before things get worse. But I think Vert should have started today and come off maybe later. I was calling that from the start. I think that would have given us much more creativity in the first half. In the second half, everything went to pot because at the end of the day, half of the midfield went into defense. The midfield was all over the place. Like, there was he came in and it wasn't the team how it should have started. It became something that was just knitted together like it was a broken puzzle, like we talked about at the start of the show. It became the broken puzzle because the players weren't anywhere. So I think we made a mistake personally, and I don't know what we're going to do with Bradley. You come to Chelsea, you know one thing, you're going to get attacked by their wingers. They got wingers. So it's a bit of a joke. So Arne Slot's got some more to say. Let's have a look. Let me think about this one. What do you think of this one, chaps? Let's get this on. Okay, so I think 2 very good teams were on the pitch today. The first half, unfortunately for us, the only chance they had in the first half goes top corner. We created 3 open chances, Kirkus, Dom, and Alex with the header, but I felt the game was equal. Second half, we started off really well. It wasn't a surprise. We equalized. Last 15 minutes was end-to-end. We had chances. They had chances to win. In the end, we conceded a last-minute goal. Said nothing really.
Yeah. One of them, mate, you take a lot really from that in terms of just the last 5 minutes, no defending for both sides. It was open. Even I said there was nothing to lose, but it's how in the watch long there was a point to lose. Could be a crucial point come at the end of the season, mate. But it's back to it in 2 weeks. We've got to go again, and we go again, and we go again, and we go again. The big one. So if we're not ready for that one, wow. There'll be certainly a lot more louder reaction, because that is You need to win, and you need to put in a performance against your bitter rivalries. And one thing that you can back, especially when of a Klopp side away, I know we're at home anyway, but yeah, just showcase our quality that we can play when we do. But if we play like any we have over the last couple of weeks, no matter how poor United are, Chelsea were poor today, Galatasaray were poor, they'll punch us, and they certainly on the counter attack with Mbeumo and the other players as well. Sesko, got a couple of good players, so yeah, can't believe that one, and we cannot believe that one.
Okay, thanks, Jack. I'm sorry, I'm lost for words now. That's I've spoken enough about this game, I think, and yeah, appreciate everybody that's been in the chat, having a chat with us, and actually, no one's really been too rude. Everyone's been pretty calm and actually talking a lot of sense. To be honest, I don't think it's funny. It starts turned into Ten Hag. Bradley is fine, just needs to focus on defending. Bradley is not fine, Baba. Really isn't. Slot to blame since Tywin last year. Star's been putting his idea in the team, and we've gotten worse since then. Fair enough. And Asgur says, "Thank you, guys." Well, thank you. No, we appreciate it. At the end of the day, it's not always. Look, we done our fair share of winning over the last few years, over the last year or so. We won the title last season as well. And when you go and change a team like this, it's these things are going to happen. And like Slot said, Chelsea's probably not always. It's a shame that we didn't beat this lot, because it's always nice to win at Stamford Bridge, and especially when they're so weak. That's a shame. To lose to them is quite embarrassing, actually. I'm going to give a miss to all the YouTube stuff I usually watch, because they're just going to be all over it. And poor Grizz is going to get absolutely hammered as well. But yeah.
So mine as well. So watch alongs. I get clipped on no goal reactions as well, but all part of the game. Free advertisements as well for Anfield Index.
It is free advertisement, exactly. You gotta appreciate it. So do you guys think we've misprofiled some of our signings? I'm not sure yet. We'll probably be able to decide, 15, 20 games in, James. I'll be honest, once they can click or not. If they don't click at all this season, then yeah, he needs to think about a couple of other pieces that have to come in Jan and summer to maybe make these work. Because one thing that's going to happen is these people are here to stay, and it's the old guard that are going to slowly move out. So it's how does he make it better and get the right pieces in to make this work? What does he need? He needs that hard-working striker. He needs. So you're right. Have we misprofiled the striker start? Did we need to go for someone who's, someone's going to work as hard as Bobby did? To be fair, when I saw Hugo on today, some of the touches from Hugo, like to get Gakpo away down the left, and the way he just pushed Caicedo off, like when he was defending against him at the back. There's a lot in Hugo that's to be loved. If I'm honest with you, like there is a lot in there. He's got that Bobby demeanor of class. If he can just get settled in the press, how to press at the top, Hugo's going to be an amazing player for us. Like I am blown away by him. If I'm honest, I think he's fantastic. Just needs to get fitter, needs to get sharper, and he'll be really good. He'll be really, really good. So they have bought some really good players. And here you go with Ollie. Since that PSG game, we've won 12 in 24, and 6 were won after the 83rd minute. Very concerning. That's an absolutely fantastic fact.
It's amazing.
And that's what I'm saying. This is not just this season. I said this early on in the show. So Ollie's actually got the facts for it, which is great. I'm going to keep that one, Ollie. You should let us know what your Twitter or whatever it is. We should have retweeted it or something. But that's a good one. That's a really interesting one. It tells you something that this has been going on since last season, not just this. So we've gone on way too long. We've talked for an hour and 5 minutes. We normally want to keep these to 40. But Jack, thank you for joining me. It's a shame our charm didn't work and we didn't win, but we didn't even hold on to the blimmin' draw in the end. That's 2 league games in a row where we've not been able to hold on. It's very rare to feel like this as a Liverpool fan, but I think we should feel it because we've felt the opposite a lot and we've had a lot of wins. It's about time you go back down to earth. Everyone flies high and has to hit the earth. We need to hit the earth, and we need to and so do the players, and so does the manager. And we're all part of the same community. We're all with them. So we all do the same. We feel the pain. As if you think the players aren't feeling the pain right now, they're feeling exactly like us. So there's no point in like lashing out to them. They're going to be feeling shit like us. They want to win. It's just there's a lot going on, and we need to figure it out. And Slot for sure has the biggest job right now to figure this out. So let's see what happens next. Look, not the best day, not the best week for us. We got 2 weeks to mull on it. I hope you can find a focus of something else, do something else. I'm going to be traveling, so I'm not going to probably be around. So I've got something else to look forward to. Plus, my work day is absolutely mad busy, so I don't have time to think about things too much. Tomorrow will be terrible, but I might just hit the gym, forget about it. So that'll be nice. But yeah, the rest of you try and find something else to do for 2 weeks and don't linger and get too upset about Liverpool. Let's try and beat Man United when we get back, but that's going to be a bit of a challenge as well, I bet. Yeah, but let's see what happens. Thank you again, Jack. Appreciate you.
No, thank you, Mason. Thank you, everyone. Anfield Index as well. But it's, as the Gag said, keep your heads up. We go again in 2 weeks and we'll batter the Manx, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Up the Reds.